Texas for an all-Texas matchup between Houston and Arlington in not normal spring weather here in the DFW Metroplex. It's cold, it's wet, it's rainy. Brandon Silvers has Houston in the playoffs already. What a difference Luis Perez has made for the Arlington Renegades since coming over in a trade in March 28th. Both of these teams feeling good about themselves coming in because of a busy Saturday we had yesterday in the XFL. Let's start with St. Louis. They needed a win to keep their playoff hopes alive. A.J. McCarron and the Battlehawks hung a number, 53-28. They will be watching today. And in the later game, San Antonio, because of this missed field goal by John Parker Romo, Arlington makes it to the postseason. Pre-game, here is Bob Stoops with Wade Phillips.
Hey, congratulations. Yeah.
We lucked out and got in, geez.
Yeah, you earned it. I mean, that's the way the league is.
By that much. That kid had so much leg.
I thought he was going to make it.
Me too.
Yeah,
I really did.
Yeah.
All right, buddy. Good luck.
You too.
Have a good one.
All right, you too.
With all due respect to Wade and Bob, we thought he was going to make the kick as well. Nonetheless, here's the playoff bracket as we sit here today. That is a look at what the South Division Championship will be next Saturday. These two teams, Houston and Arlington. Now, the Get Instant team tonight with Seattle. They play 7 p.m. Eastern, ESPN 2. They have to score at least 34 points and not allow 34 points to get into the postseason. If not, it's St. Louis who will play D.C. in the semifinals of the XFL plays. With that, welcome in Eric, Matt Clay, Matt Barry alongside. And Eric, this sounds interesting because you got Houston and Arlington. They already know they're in the postseason. So having said that, what are you looking to get out of a game today?
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting. If you're these coaching staffs, the big number one, no injuries. So you have a decision to make. Are you going to rest any of your guys?
Right.
Or do you want to keep them in that game shape, stay healthy? This is week 10. I think they're going to sit a lot of those guys. The second thing is game plan-wise, Matt, what do you want to do? How much do you show? You've got a couple of unique pieces for each squad here. They could look totally different next Saturday. They've got some choices to make.
Look, and it's a test of depth for both of these coaches.
Yes.
What do they have behind some of the starters? We'll see what Bob Stoops and Wade Phillips want to do throughout the afternoon. We've got a reporter situated. Let's start with Don Davenport, who will be with Arlington. Hey, Don.
Hey, guys, I'll tell you one starter who is not resting. This guy, Luis Perez. You are going to play in this game. You guys have clinched a spot in the playoffs. How does that change your approach in this one?
It changes a little bit, but I think the biggest thing is we want to keep our momentum rolling into the playoffs. So I think our game plan will change a little bit. I'll just say that, but we want to keep momentum rolling.
And obviously, this is just your 4th week with this team. What is the toughest thing about joining a team late in the season and then now making a playoff push?
I think the biggest thing is just getting used to a playbook. That's the biggest thing, and gaining the trust of others, right? You know, I want to earn everybody's trust so they can trust me when I'm out there, and, you know, we can get rolling.
Good luck today, Luis.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, let's head over to the other sideline, Houston and Tiffany Blackman.
Thanks, Don. I'm here with running back Max Borghi. And Max, Coach Wade Phillips said it doesn't matter that you guys have already punched that ticket to the playoffs. You're here to play today. What do you want to see from this team?
They're a great team. Obviously, we spend every single second with them in the hotel, practice field. We share a practice field. It's a personal game for us this week. We've had a great week of practice, and we just got to go out there and get 1% better today.
You know that they're an opportunistic defense. How much of an emphasis was placed on ball security this week?
A lot. They're a great defense. Like I said, the matchups are going to be great today. I'm excited to see this offense go out there and do their thing.
Thanks, Max.
Thank you.
Matt?
Tiffany, Dawn, great stuff. Thank you. We'll check in with you throughout the afternoon. There's a kickoff target zone here in the XFL. The ball needs to make it within that window, and of course you cannot execute the play until the kick returner touches the ball. So Bryson Allen caught it. We're playing football here in Arlington. Houston will start with the ball. And that's where we bring out starting quarterback Brandon Silvers, who started the season pretty hot. He's cooled off of late, but certainly it's going to be Cole McDonald actually getting the start today. So there's your first curveball, Eric McClain. Cole McDonald going to start. Brandon Silvers, the normal starting quarterback. Looks like he's not going to go.
And this makes a lot of sense. Keep the ball on the ground. Don't show a lot. Even show a curveball, how different we'll look next week.
As Jeremy Cox off the right side, and we expect this is a team that likes to run the ball a lot, Eric. will have the access throughout the afternoon. Cole McDonald getting the start. Jeremy Cox, we heard from Max Borghi, Bryson Arlene. Also,
and so already, you know, we see these decisions being made of who they're going to play, who they're going to rest. Take care of your guys. Again, not being injured, #1 goal.
From my point of view.
2nd and 5 for Houston. McDonald, quick shot to 2. Cedric Bird, that's going to be enough for a first down and a gain of 6. It'll be interesting if you've ever wanted to know what a starting quarterback says on the sidelines in a game that he's not playing. Well, you're in luck because we have him mic'd up. So you're going to hear that quite a bit.
That's
this
from
afternoon.
Renee. Renee said that they were at the club on Snap.
That is exactly what I wanted to hear.
Renee was at the club. We'll check in with that later, see how Renee's night went. 1st and 10, Houston. Give up the middle. Again, that's Cox. Cox has some space, and what a good run out of Jeremy Cox to get into Arlington territory. Brought down by Will Hill, a talented player back in the Florida Gators, who, by the way, Steve Spurrier in attendance today at a gain of 17.
Now, you just have a simple inside zone here, but you see your running back keeping those feet going. He got stopped initially at the line of scrimmage, bounces it to the left side. Great pickup.
So a guy like Jeremy Cox takes advantage of his opportunity to play today. It's been Borghi, it's been Arlene all season for Houston. Quick shot to the outside. That's Tavon Salter on the catch. Arlington's defense right there, and only a gain of 2. Eric, I'm fascinated by this afternoon. You hear Borghi say to Tiffany in the pregame, this is one of the more interesting stories in the XFL, and that these two teams live together at the same hotel. They work out together. They're around each other 7 days a week, save for when they travel to their games. So this is one of those personal games they wrap up the season. Second down, McDonald, good shot. Finds Bird again, and I'll tell you what, a couple of plays out of Cole McDonald, quick read out of him. Again, Will Hill brings him down after a gain of 18.
Yeah, this is a really nice hole shot right here. You see the safety staying back, free man, really good pass. There's a quarterback, you can get a little excited seeing a guy being that wide open. Really good job hitting him right on the face mask, allowing him to make something happen after the catch.
McDonald used to making wise decisions, played his college ball at Hawaii. So first down early on, good movement out of the Roughnecks. Cox again up the middle, tackled by Will Hill. He's been busy in this first drive. So look, what do you get? You've got to know what your depth is. We expect that Caleb Ellaby is going to play a little bit today. We know no Brandon Silvers. So here's Wade Phillips getting an opportunity to look to see who he's got behind his starting quarterback should something happen next week.
Yeah, exactly. And again, we know that he's a runner. We know that he's a big, strong quarterback the majority of the beginning of the season. But now I think we're going to see a little bit more of his arm today.
We're seeing a lot of Ryan Cox on there. Check that Jeremy Cox on this drive. Tackled by Darnell Sankey at a gain of 5. Darnell Sankey, big 53. We've got him mic'd up this afternoon as well.
Watch 52 straight.
So 3rd and 3 early for McDonald in Houston. Quick pitch to Cox. Don't you love it when they run the option? That's so old school. Brandon Rusnak on the tackle.
Sup. Yes. Here we go. Boy Q, 59
Trips right, Denver. On the trips right, Denver, read the end. Here we go.
Again, you heard the A.J. Smith say, read the end, and McDonald did it perfectly. Touchdown, Houston.
Aggie didn't have it.
And this is the strengths. When you see here, watch the read, as we heard the coordinators say, he's too big, too fast, makes a great cut, gets up in there. But this is what Cole can do. As a runner, he is so dangerous in space, and especially in this red zone. That's the perfect call every single time. Let him make the decision.
All right, Houston going to go for 2, 6 of 18 on the season. McDonald, quick shot for 2, picked off. Devontae Bosby, he can return this. So the 2-point conversion picked off by Bosby, intended for Tavon Salter. But the backup quarterback, Cole McDonald, boy, was he good on that drive. 9 plays, 69 yards, 3 for 3 for 26. Wade Phillips early on likes what he sees.
Get in there, touchdown. Woo! 2, right? What do you?
He asked, can we go with 3?
No, 2.
No.
On Tuesday, the XFL was recognized by the Texas House of Representatives at the state capitol in Austin to see Bob Stoops and Wade Phillips. Now, if I know Bob Stoops, legendary coach of the Oklahoma Sooners, my guess is even though he was being honored and rightfully deserved, as was the XFL, the last place he wanted it to happen was in Austin.
No question.
Home of the University of Texas. In one of the great rivalries in all of college football. They play it here just about 15 minutes east of here at the Cotton Bowl. Wade Phillips, he's just all things Texas, from Houston. Son of Bum. Just a great football mind, both of these coaches. This is Renal Hall. Takes it just shy of the 30-yard line. Chauncey Rivers on the tackle. So we know we're not getting silvers for Houston, but the starting quarterback, Luis Perez, who came over to Arlington in a trade on March 28th. We will see him. We don't know how long, but he's getting the start today for Arlington.
And this is a big deal. I remember when this went down, we're in our group text talking about this is a game changer. Can now Arlington make this big playoff push? Here they are. We saw the most points ever last week by Arlington. See that continue today.
Over the ball. Here we go. Sit up. Ready. With hook.
Perez gonna throw on first down. Had happy feet, had to climb out of the pocket. Takes a big hit. What a catch. Ruled inbounds by Tyler Vaughns. And how about that from Perez? Pressure comes, he stands tall by Trent Harris, and Vaughns comes up with it.
I mean, what a big play, just to be able to evade pressure there, get some time, and to secure that foot in bounds. Man, that's a big-time play, big-time start to get that first down offensively.
Gain of 17 again in the XFL. That'd have been good in the NFL. You just have to have the one body part in bounds. But a great job by Vaughns to get both. It's Letty Brown on the run. We expect to see a steady diet out of the running back out of West Virginia. With Devion Smith, he was nursing a little bit of injuries. And Eric, it's one of those things where precaution before the play.
Yeah, exactly. They're going to make sure that he is full speed for next week, ready to go.
Sit up. 180. With hook.
After a gain of 1, Perez, quick shot to the outside. It's Vaughns again, and he does a good job getting a little something out of nothing, brought down by Jordan Mosley.
I mean, that just looked like a car wreck right there waiting to happen. Good job getting something out of it, third and manageable here.
Coming into the game, Vaughns 27 receptions. Pasadena, California, the former USC Trojan.
Smash on black, ready? On black, gotta go. Gotta go. Here we go. Sit up. Red 80. Race to hook.
Partner up here, Eric McClain, former offensive lineman, got really excited about that.
That makes you feel good, man. Normally, you like to slap them on the helmet as they go by.
Encroachment, defense, number 94. 5-yard penalty, remains third down.
Sean Mustin jumped off
Correction,
sides.
the penalty results in a first down.
And that'll move the chains on 3rd and 5. That's the one thing as an offensive lineman you love to see. You were more disciplined. Congratulations.
It's a little fresh from last week. It's good.
Sit up. 180 with hook.
The first down and 10 for Perez. Play fake, shot to the right side. Vaughn has been his favorite target there. Raleigh Tejada on the coverage. So let's take a look at Arlington, how we got here to week 10. Defeated Vegas 22-20 after a late pick 6 in week 1. Cole Kubelik right there for the action with a good football face. 3-4 record in the next 7 games. The offense sputtered. They dealt for Perez and then last week fell to DC, best team in the league. 28-26 in overtime. We talked about the Perez effect. Weeks 1 through 7, 13.3 points a game. Since Perez, 22 points a game. Letty Brown off the left side. Picks up 6.
G-back wrap 1. G-back wrap 1.
11 personnel,
8.
11 in the game. Gun double left, 300 jet Y, Ohio, Aspen.
G-back wrap 1.
Gun double left, 300 jet Y, Ohio, Aspen. On one, ready? Over the ball. Here we go. Sit up. 180. Wait, hunt.
3rd and 4. Pressure coming. Quick shot by Perez. Intended again for Tyler Vaughn. Falls incomplete. He and Tejada have been going after it. And Arlington is going to set out the field goal unit. And Taylor Russolino. .56-yard attempts. Russolino, does he have the leg? It is good. His season long was 53. That from 56. And ironic that their first points today come from a field goal when it was a missed field goal that put them into the postseason. But how about Russolino? 56 yards off that right leg, and right now it is 6-3. Houston on top here in Arlington.
Hey, let's go out there with great energy. Great energy. Great positive energy. Right? This whole game, everybody pulling for each other and go out and have some fun.
Yes, sir.
All right, let's do it.
All right, let's go today, man. Our best game of the year, all right? We're here to win. Everyone understand? Yes, sir. Build momentum for next week. All right, let's play our best game today.
From two brilliant football minds to another, Steve Spurrier.
Come on.
In attendance today. Of course, that 1996 national championship, he was the head coach at Florida. Bob Stoops, his defensive coordinator before taking the job in Norman, Oklahoma with the Sooners. And that was Bryson Allen with the kick return. You know, with the coaches there today, his son Scotty Spurrier, the tight ends and special teams coach, they worked together. Scott was on the South Carolina Gamecocks team. With these 3 head coaches, Bob Stoops, Wade Phillips, Steve Spurrier, you have touched every local television market that I worked in prior to ESPN.
Come on, man.
I covered all 3 of them as a member of the local media in Columbia with Spurrier. We tend to an injured player. Spurrier was there in Columbia when I was there from 05 to 08. Wade Phillips was the head coach of the Dallas Cowboys when I worked in this market. And Bob Stoops was the head coach of Oklahoma when I got started in my TV career. One of my favorite Steve Spurrier stories comes from our colleague Jesse Palmer when he played quarterback for him at Florida. Jesse comes out, throws an interception, comes off the sideline as Isaiah Graham Mobley's getting looked at. He's walking off with his own power. So Jesse Palmer throws an interception. And the one thing you don't want to do if you're playing quarterback for the head ball coach, you don't kind of want to be in his line of sight when you're coming off the field. So Palmer's running the sideline, and he looks at him, and you can tell he's flustered. Spurrier looks at him and goes, Jesse, that's not your fault. It's my fault for putting you in there thinking you could execute the play.
That sounds like something he would say.
And that is Steve Spurrier in a nutshell. What a legend. Love having him here and love having these 2 legendary coaches on the sidelines for both of these teams. So Graham Mobley was able to get off the field. First down for Cole McDonald. Had a successful first drive, getting a start today in favor of Brandon Silvers. And another nice run up the middle. I tell you what, Jeremy Cox making the most of his opportunity this afternoon. Josiah Coatney missed the tackle, but another big run out of Cox and a gain of 22.
Yeah, how about just a little space and opportunity? Inside zone again, man. He's just reading that thing out. Hand it to your big back. Let him do the rest. This is refreshing to see, especially going into playoff time, having another body that's ready and able.
6 carries, 55 yards early on for Cox. We expected a steady diet of a rushing attack today. McDonald looked right back to his left. Good read out of him. Justin Smith, the speedster, is there, and there goes Justin Smith. This was a player in the preseason that they were waiting to get healthy. Wade Phillips said he's our fastest receiver. Big play for them. Darren Evans got beat.
And you see it here, just wide open. I mean, Cole's going through his progressions, backside, and as you said, getting it to the speedster, allowing him to do the rest there. Again, guys getting healthy and ready at the right time.
So the gain of 30. McDonald's going to keep it again. There goes McDonald. They love that play with him. That read option off the end, and he's doing it well. Will Hill brings him down.
Yeah, anytime again with his abilities, that strength is running the football. Zone read your friend all day, especially in the red zone. Probably going to see it again right here.
Second and 1. Cox fights hard. Cox, touchdown. It's a Sunday of opportunities for both of these teams, and both McDonald and Jeremy Cox are taking advantage.
Yeah, it looks like he crossed the plane there, and as you said, Matt, just the opportunity piece to see it as we're going to take on the other side. It looks.
So 1-point conversion attempt. And why not just bang it up the middle with Cox, not able to get there. Arlington's defense does a great job, led by Benami Ratimi.
Those numbers are crazy, Matt. The conversion rates, 1 for 12, I think it is now, from 1 is bizarre to me.
I love the conversion. I love the extra point rule in this league. It has been so fun to watch. 4 plays, 66-yard drive. Week 10 of the XFL wraps up tonight, 7 Eastern. It is a big one over on ESPN2. Vegas Vipers and the Seattle Sea Dragons. Sea Dragons, look, they yesterday going into the St. Louis game were probably feeling pretty good. I said it in the open. St. Louis got the win. They hung 53 points because of it. The scenario for Seattle sits as follows. St. Louis is in if Seattle loses. However, the tiebreaker, if Seattle wins, they must score at least 34 points, and they must hold Vegas under 34 points. That is the combined points for, points against, tie-breaking scenario that sits for Seattle tonight. That's going to be fun to watch.
Basic math, right?
We're going to have Anthony Beckton here with the St. Louis Battlehawks.
Think he's a little nervous?
How impressive was that, though, to put up a league-high 53 points on a day where you needed your best performance?
Wish we would have saw last week.
So Rennell Hall past the 25 to the 40. Good speed out of Hall, flag on the play. You see the celebration over on the sideline. Wade Phillips got run over by Hall and popped like, let's see if we can, here's the look at it. Watch Wade. Look at it, there he goes.
Go, Coach!
No, he's, no, watch.
He's fine, man. Look at that guy. Hey, he tried to get out of the way.
Good for Wade. Athlete. That's what I saw. So the penalty brings it back to the 17-yard line. That's where Perez and Arlington will start their drive. The give to Letty Brown. Brought down by Steven Denmark. And look, one of the foundations of this league of opportunity, player 54, players that maybe were overlooked at some point in their football life, getting an opportunity to play in this league for 10 weeks. But you take that one step further today with some of these players that weren't too active throughout the season, getting an opportunity on top of that.
No question about it. And these are guys that can be the foundation of this league, guys that just are soaking in this opportunity, want to be here, want to thrive here.
For those who watch Letty Brown at West Virginia know he's quick. Brought down by Drew Lewis.
Okay, let's go. 12K, 12 with Kelly. Wristband 49. Tell him wristband 49.
So a switch for the Renegades at quarterback, Kelly Bryant.
Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.
Of Clemson and Missouri. On 3rd and 1, play clock was winding down.
Arlington, first charge of the half. It's a 30-second break.
So Arlington able to get the timeout for the delay of game. You know Kelly Bryant's story by now. If not, I'll share it with you. He was the player after Deshaun Watson at Clemson. You know him well, being a Clemson guy. He was the starter of the year that Trevor Lawrence, the all-everything recruit, came in as a true freshman. Kelly started the first 4 games, and then they handed it off, and Kelly ended up transferring.
Yeah, and what happened, so the year before, Kelly leads Clemson to playoff. I mean, he leads them to face Alabama in the Sugar Bowl and was more than capable, but that generational talent, man. So one of the good stories of the transfer portal, a guy having another opportunity as he stays here. If you had all this Clemson-Carolina talk on your bingo card, you won.
How about it? All the Palmetto State
I like
football.
it, man. I'm right at home.
Trevor Lawrence, his career speaks for itself. Letty Brown going to have enough for a first down on 3rd and short.
Yeah, you need somebody, you good, guy.
And Perez back in the game.
Listen up, listen up. Gun on balance, trips right. 15. Gun on balance, trips right. 15 subdual Z dart actions. I want to.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Can you hear me?
Up. 180. Where's Hunt?
Perez play fake, Vaughn's catch. A nice gain on first down, gain of 6.
Gun dice left, 300 jet sticky. Gun dice left, 300 jet sticky.
Over the ball.
Sit up. Red 80. Where's Hunt? Here we go. We're good. We're good. We're good. Daytona. Sit up.
Perez over the middle, quick shot to 16, Rennell Hall, and that'll be enough for a first down for the Renegades.
And Matt, another interesting kind of piece of this situation that we're in right now is Luis Perez is still building trust with this team. I mean, this isn't just a wash for him. He has to go in this game, continue to deliver, pick up the offense, and ultimately find his guys, to make this playoff/championship push.
Sit up. Hey, smoke, smoke, smoke. Here we go. Daytona, sit up.
First appearance for Brian Harrion in the backfield. A quick throw over the middle, incomplete. Intended for Tyler Vaughns. Looked like Perez had the read. Perhaps Vaughn's a little short arm on that.
Yeah, a defensive guy might have gotten in a way. Just looks like he missed the ball there for a second.
Hey, going triple right, tire 3 on the ball. Going triple right, tire 3. Here we go.
Clock now under a minute here in the first quarter.
Here we go.
Sit up. 180. Where's Hunt?
Quick play fake. That's Sal Cannella, the team's leading receiver. Comes into the game with 39 receptions, make it 40 for the season. And it'll be enough for a first down after a gain of 10. But Eric, you hit it on the head. It looks like Arlington's going to let this thing wind down to the end of the first quarter. You hit it on the head. If Perez had been here for longer than 2-3 weeks, perhaps he doesn't play today.
Correct.
But the fact that this is only his third start and they're trying to make the playoff push, we'll see if we get more Perez in the second quarter. But right now, it's been Cole McDonald in Houston up 12-3 here, end of one in Arlington.
Only question is, which team believes enough to take them? The NFL Draft begins April 27th on ESPN and ABC.
Man, I love the NFL Draft. Coverage begins third. Look at those guys. Future, unless you want to get one of those Longhorns to block for you up front, which might be a good business decision. Harrion was able to contort his body to make the catch, knocked out by Drew Lewis.
How about your big running back out of the backfield making a grab like this? Normally you got to hit those guys right in the face mask. It's a good catch, coming down with it, picking up a little bit. Positive play.
25-year-old out of Georgia.
Here we go. Sit up. 180. With Hunt.
2nd and 8, Perez. Hall. Quick out route. David Tolentino forced him down.
Let's go. Wristband 58
G-Bio.
flip.
G-Bio.
Wristband 58 flip.
ID 80. ID 80.
Oh, over here. Hey. Hey, go
Bryce,
83.
look towards 80.
82,
Bryce,
82,
look towards 80.
82. Gotta go.
Right.
Stay. Daytona, sit up.
Play clock snapped just at 1. Perez pressured, lobs it over the middle. Good job by Vaughns to come back to get it. And a first down for the Renegades.
And you heard everybody on the field. Where's 80? Where's 80? Canella has been the guy for this offense. But right here, he's a great distraction. As you see a guy coming through the trash, stays patient. Really nice one-handed catch. Really good job as Canella just kind of clearing room, not by design, as you see Canella going through there. Good play by Perez.
You know, you talk about tight ends.
180. With Hunt.
1st and 10, give up the middle. Good run by Harrion. A good tight end is like a quarterback's binky. Check that Letty Brown.
That's right.
Hey, when you come to the DFW market, it takes me back to the days of Troy Aikman, Jay Novacek, Romo, and Witten.
Yeah, man. Witten, he was special, man.
Perez and Canella.
Yep. Fits right in with those other two.
Gone double left, Colt 2X start 1 right. Gotta go. Access. Here we go. Sit up. 180. With Hunt.
Oh, good defense there, getting Letty Brown. Led by Tim Ward. One of those players, Wade Phillips. And Wade Phillips, a defensive guy, he loves Tim Ward.
Yeah, and this is really important for, when you see Tim, a guy that has missed the last 4 games of action. They need him ready. They need him in game shape, hitting guys, understanding run stops. That's a really big opportunity for him. He's only played a couple plays. Expect him to not have too many more.
So 3rd and 3. Everyone's guilty according to the players.
I know.
Defense?
Neutral zone reaction.
No, hold on. It's a neutral zone infraction, so it's a defensive foul, 5 yards. That's going to give us a first down? Okay.
Neutral zone infraction, defense number 45. The 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
That's John Daka. Chalk another one up for the offensive line, Matt.
That's right, and this is what I wanted to see last time. When those guys move, just touch them. It's free 5 yards each and every time you do it. That's great discipline and understanding the rules by the offensive line there.
You know, we talk about some of our favorite things that we've been a part of here in the XFL. The transparency, hearing the officials, absolutely love it.
Where's the hook?
It was Letty Brown again and a gain of 1. You really get it takes it right into your living room.
It does.
Because when we're watching, you know, college football, NFL, you want to know the conversation. Like, how are they discussing
exactly? And when Dean gets involved as well, I mean, just to hear it all broken down is brilliant. Awesome access.
Ready? Where's the hook?
Perez, good job getting that out quick. Caleb Vander Esch.
Again, just seeing these guys, what do they do best? Pass rush. Tim Ward is a problem when he's in the game. Great to see him back. Great to see him healthy. Houston for sure going to need him next week, 100%. And then, of course, if they go on to the championship game, big time piece of this defense.
And Caleb Vander Esch, cousin of Leighton Vander Esch, of House Vander Esch.
180, where's the hook?
3rd and 2. Letty Brown off the left. Houston there. Will this be 4 down territory? They're going to settle for 3. Jack Heflin, the first man there.
Yeah, it looks like they're kicking it. And really, I don't like the play call there because you're bouncing around. I want to go downhill. I want to run power. I want to run sprint. Something where we're getting to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Not necessarily, Matt, going lateral, dancing around and trying to pick a hole. We got to hit that thing and get up in there.
So 36 yards for Russolino. That's laughable for him. He just drilled a 56-yarder. See what I mean?
Easy.
Basically a chip shot.
Those
so
are scary.
It's been all special teams scoring for Arlington. Able to stay in this one 12-6. Roll Tide in the house. Right now, Houston still on top, 12-6 here in the second. In the XFL continues with Caleb Ellaby set to make his first appearance of the season. You can tell he's already excited about it. Played his ball at Western Michigan, second team All-MAC. He could sling it when he was playing at Western Michigan.
I had the privilege of covering a couple of his games when he was a junior, man. That RPO, he can run it to perfection. The patience, the understanding. Those guys had it going up there. Sky Moore, one of his receivers. Thing of beauty when it's done correctly.
Good special teams there by Bryson Alleen and Arlington.
Right, Denver, read the end. Hum the trips right, Denver, read the end. Here we go.
So if you heard that play call, that's similar to what we saw that first touchdown going the opposite direction here. Will be interesting to see. Does the defensive end crash and we get to see him use his feet early here for Ellaby?
I'm going to give you some Caleb Ellaby trivia here in a moment after we see his first play. 1st and 10 from the 29. Said read the end. You talked about the read option. There's Ellaby and a nice start for his career. Just tucks it up, slides like a pro. Brought down by Aaron Donker. In 2020, Caleb Ellaby was 3rd in the nation in passer rating. Who was number 1 and 2? Don't look at your chart.
I don't have it on the chart, but I know Alabama quarterback. He was pretty good, wasn't he?
Mac Jones.
And man, who was the second guy? Don't have it. CT, man, it's a real thing.
Wilson.
Yeah, Zach, come on.
BYU. And then Ellaby. Good arm strength out to the outside to Travell Harris. Jamal Carter brings him down. And what a great chance to put something on tape. Because I think if we talk about the success of this league and where it goes from here, Anybody will tell you, do they want to see some of these players get another opportunity at the NFL? Absolutely. But this could be a chance for Ellaby to say, hey, you know what? If someone does move on, I can play in this league at a high level.
Exactly. Player 54, not only at the next level for the NFL, but here in the XFL as well. Building a career, being a guy that can stick around in this league. Man, there's 8 teams. There might be guys that move on, like you said, Matt. And can he stick and show, hey, I can lead a team next season. I can do this for you as QB1.
There's Ben Putman. And you saw him on the sidelines.
He was ready.
Rubbing his hands
Excited.
together. Like these players, they just love football.
There's nothing like it.
Early movement by big 79, James Moore.
Ball start, offense, number 79. 5-yard penalty, remains second down.
You mentioned the motto of the league, Player 54. Don't miss an episode of a 9-part docuseries. It is so good. Player 54, Chasing the XFL Dream. Episode 7 debuts Wednesday, 3:30 Eastern on ESPN2. Continuing that all-access look at XFL players and coaches. First 6 episodes available to stream on ESPN Plus and Hulu. So 2nd and 14 after the penalty. Another hard physical run by Jeremy Cox. Tell you what, he's going to be flirting with 100 yards before the half.
Man, I'm very impressed with this young man. Not just the strength that he's running with, but the vision, understanding when to bounce it, seeing the lanes. It's very impressive for a young man that had very limited opportunities and really put it on display here.
8 carries, 65 yards. Played his college ball at Old Dominion. And a first 3rd down opportunity for Ellaby as Arlington's going to take their 2nd timeout. So Bob Stoops didn't like the look. We'll see if Ellaby can stand tall. 3rd and 9. Good crowd on hand, thanks to those showing up here in Arlington.
Well, here with Arlington head coach Bob Stoops. Coach, you played your starters. What are you seeing from them right now?
Well, we need to be better. They've run the ball a little bit too well on us. Quarterback keeping the ball on some zone reads has hurt us, and some throwing. So we just got to be better overall.
Thank you, Coach.
All right.
Don, thank you. You heard Bob Stoops tell his team in the locker room pregame, build momentum towards the playoffs next week. But here on 3rd and long, more movement. Ellaby's arm hit as he dropped back. That ball was jarred loose by Ryan Mueller.
Offside. Okay.
Offside. Defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
Number 50, Willie Taylor, got the numbers confused. Matt Klein was doing the offensive line dance again here, celebrated another win. You guys are having a big day up front.
We're doing good, man, and that would have been a fumble if it wasn't for the offsides there. Much more manageable spot right here, being 3rd and medium for Ellaby. It's like pressure's coming. You're going to have 0 on the back end.
See if Ellaby IDs the read. One-on-one coverage. Nice grab. Justin Smith over Jordan Miller. And Ellaby's first action continues. He put that in a spot that Smith could go up and get it.
Yeah, you're asking yourself, better catch, better throw. Man, that's good of both. Throwing it high where your wide receiver can get it right on top of the head of the defensive back. Great concentration, hand strength, all on display right there.
Ellaby 3 of 3 early on.
Love to see it.
That's Darnell Sankey, got him mic'd up today. Renegades defense. Oh, I love it. Absolutely love the football. Colin Schooler We were kind of laying out there and letting the viewer hear that play as Sankey. We've got him mic'd up, the linebacker, but have a listen to this.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. You'd like to see Ellaby maybe make a little bit better play there, get the ball out, throw it away, don't take that contact. But he's trying to show he's a baller too.
Loss of 3, 3rd and 9. That's a quick shot to Smith. Trying to make a couple of men miss. Tried to get the ball over, and it's going to be spotted just short of the first down after a gain of 8.
Here comes McDonald. You got your big dog rolling in there. What the heck are they going to do? Probably run him, or at least the threat, Matt, when you have that guy in there. Now the defense is thinking about it. Okay, we have to address him, have to ID him, and maybe that frees up the running back.
6'3", 212.
I would like to see him under. There we go. Come on.
McDonald tries to lean forward. It's going to depend on the spot. First glance, Eric, I think he's short.
Yeah, it would be great to. Oh, flag 2. I'm with you. It looked like you got stopped.
Back out. Back out. Hey, back your side. Put it down. We got to see if it's a first down, first of all. If it's behind you, it's short, so it's a 4th down. So we had to get to the big line, so we're short. So we have a first down going for Arlington. What's your penalty?
Unfortunately, conduct on the number 14 quarterback. He threw the ball.
Okay, so it's after the play was over there. So we're going to go 15 that way, first down for Arlington. UNS number 14.
Ruling on the play as the runner was short of the line to gain, which makes it first down for Arlington. After the play, unsportsmanlike conduct. Houston, number 14. 15-yard penalty. It'll be first down, Arlington.
That's on Cole McDonald, the quarterback.
Yeah, I'd like to see the under center here. Just not enough push. Guys going backwards. Matt, you called it super early. And then here's the penalty. Just throwing the ball. It looked like it hit his own guy. You can't do that. And that's really a silly play, especially something as monumental as that in this timing. What's the argument there? I didn't do it. I didn't mean to do it.
Yeah, you can't use that. Well, no, I did it.
Just got to eat that one and move on.
So Kelly Bryant back at quarterback, the Renegades. And a good defensive stop. You heard Bob Stoops say we need to play a little bit better on both sides. That's certainly a good start. Flag before the snap.
Offside. Got it. So we're just going to, they want to take that or not? Andy, see if they want to take that. I got you. Okay.
Offside, defense, number 90. 5-yard penalty, repeat, first down.
And Eric, when you have players not getting a lot of reps throughout the season, this acts as their first game,
right,
which is when you most see sloppy play.
Yeah, you see some mistakes happen. You see some uncharacteristic plays maybe by the total defense, and guys just trying to get their rhythm. A little excited to get back there.
Perez back in, 1st and 5, play fake, wanted to take a shot deep. Everyone covered, checks it back down to Harrion. He's been active. Tavante Beckett brings him out of bounds. Dawn.
Guys, Davion Smith, he's dressed, he's ready to play, but a rest week for you. First, how are you injury-wise?
I'm doing pretty good. I was ready to go today, but they told me I got to be a coach today, but I'm here to cheer on my guys any way I can help, really.
Well, you are a coach. Like, you've got the call sheet in your hand. I hear you over here, like, calling out plays. You're talking. Talk me through this one. What do you see standing on the sideline?
Looks like an inside zone. We just got to be a little bit better up front on that play, but overall, I think our offense is moving the ball pretty well. We just got to get in the end zone. Defense is doing their thing on their side of the ball. I think we just got to keep going and continue to do what we do.
Is it beneficial for you to, I mean, you know, you're used to being on the field. You led the XFL in rushing in 2020. Is it beneficial for you to sit and watch?
I mean, it's always good to watch. I love football. I watch football anytime I can, really, all day, every day. But yes, it's good to see how they're going to be playing this next week. So, go. Come on. Sorry. No, it's always beneficial watching the game. Really.
Awesome. Enjoy. Thank you. All right, guys.
In one interview, Dawn, that was impressive. Devion Smith was a player, a coach, a broadcaster, and a fan. We checked all of our boxes. Houston up 12-6. 2-minute warning here in Arlington in the final regular season week of the XFL. In the 2-minute warning in Arlington, down to Dawn Davenport.
Yeah, guys, I'm with Hall of Famer Troy Aikman. A little spring football in Texas. What do you think?
Well, I love it. I love it. It's a great opportunity for these coaches as well as these players to get an opportunity, and who knows where it might take them. But I've enjoyed watching it and seeing these guys do what they do.
Yeah, you look at this league, obviously, you know, roster building in the NFL and how deep it has to go. I mean, how neat is this for some of these guys that maybe get a second chance to be on the bottom of one of those?
Well, I think that's the biggest thing, is that there hasn't been this opportunity for a lot of these players, and now they get a chance to come out here and play in the XFL, showcase what they can do in this spring league, and hopefully they can get an opportunity to make it in the NFL, which is obviously their dream.
All right, Aikman, so I got to take you back. 34 years ago today, like the exact day, was your draft day where you went #1 overall. Any great draft memories for you?
Well, thank you for reminding me how old I am, first of all. My greatest memory of that day, besides being drafted by the Dallas Cowboys, was Pete Rozell's last draft as commissioner. So to be able to go out on stage with the first original commissioner and the guy who was so iconic for our league has always meant a lot.
How much have things changed, and what do you think about where the league is now?
Well, it's changed a lot, and I think it's for the better. Player safety, obviously, very, very important, but all you got to do is look at the ratings and see the interest in our sport and know that a lot of good decisions have been made, and hopefully we can continue with it. But I know the decisions on Park Avenue by the commissioner and others has been really well received.
Well, can't wait. I'm ready for fall. I know you are too. Thank you so much for the time, and great to see you.
Thank you.
Don and Troy, thank you. Troy was up here with us earlier. It's good catching up with him. 1989, the #1 pick of the Dallas Cowboys. Jerry Jones building that thing from the ground up. Starting with this quarterback in the next few years, you would see Michael Irving, Emmitt Smith, and one of the great triplets in NFL history. How young did Aikman look in that pick with Rozelle? Henrietta, Oklahoma, coming back to this area to play his pro ball. 4th down for Arlington, off to Letty Brown. How about that read? Luis Perez knew the pressure was coming, dumped it off to Letty. He does the rest, and a first down for the Renegades.
Really good play call there, just to see this chess match between these coordinators. You see the pressure coming. Good job by Luis, stepping a little bit backward, allowing that thing to open up, and he hits his running back. Smart play call.
One timeout left, under a minute and a half.
Sit up. 180. Where's Hunt?
Lawan Winningham single coverage up top. Perez has to roll back, throw across his body, and there's Harrion making a man miss. I'll tell you what, opportunity Sunday here in the XFL. Harrion also taking advantage of it. What an athletic play there by Perez to find it.
It really was, and man, just to have the understanding to go to your last read. That's the outlet player that's just wide open. Every action is happening to the left here. You see Perez rolling out. He's got guys in his face, C.J. Brewer, and then just finds his guy out in the flats. Really good play call there. Excuse me, Tim Ward getting right in the action.
Gain of 14. 1st and goal.
180. Where's the Hunt?
Perez, end zone. Incomplete. Flag on the play. Looked as if Tolentino grabbed Lawan Winningham's jersey.
Mike's.
Number? All right, so we're going to go to the 1 yard line.
Pass interference, defense, number 31. The foul occurred in the end zone. The ball will be placed at the 1 yard line with an automatic first down.
And here you're going to see it, just too much hands-on by the defensive back there. He's holding, really both guys fighting there. And that was the call. High and outside, but just stopping his momentum. Right there's a great shot. You see that. And now what's so dangerous, this goes right to the 1 yard line. If I'm Arlington, 4 straight runs here, we're getting a touchdown. No field goals.
One timeout, under a minute. Letty Brown in the backfield. Letty Brown out of the backfield and short of the end zone.
Hey, we're close. Hey,
Let's go. Gun trips right. Off. Colt 3. Z dart.
Gun trips right off.
If you got quarterback
Colt
sneak,
3.
take it.
Z dart excellent. Oh, ready? Gotta go.
So clock under 30.
Sit up. Gotta go. What do you need? Where's the hunt?
Fake. End zone. Incomplete. Intended for Winningham. Stephen Denmark on the coverage. And now 3rd and goal.
Matt, let me help you out. On the 1 yard line, in pro football, get under center, hand the ball off downhill. Why are we starting 4 yards back? Why are we throwing the ball here? Look how dangerous of a throw this is. So close, all those bodies. That could be a tip and a pick 6, man. I mean, that's very dangerous throw.
Next feed. Here we go.
Very dangerous play call. He's just executing what's called.
Gotta go. Hey, easy. Hey.
Play clock at 5.
Here we go. Easy. We're good. Gotta go. Timeout.
So this whole sequence, Eric, clearly does not have Bob Stoops happy.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. Not having a plan there, a little bit of being unorganized. And here, coach just not excited, man. He's mad, he's angry. He's probably saying, get under center, man. What are you doing?
Look, these head coaches aren't wired to know that they're already in the playoffs.
Right.
He's wired to execution.
That's right.
And he thinks the execution, at least to this point, there's room for improvement, at least in this drive and in the second half. And don't forget, huge one tonight. ESPN2, playoff spot on the line for Seattle. They've got to score at least 34 points. They can't let up 34 points. It's a big one. ESPN2. So 3rd and goal. Empty backfield.
That just makes me so happy.
Matt Clain,
unbelievable.
Armor. Here we go. Daytona, sit up.
Gonna throw again. Dropped to Winningham.
Kidding me. Freaking terrible.
Field goals, man. Field goals.
You had the ball 1st and goal. And it couldn't come up with it.
Just from the start, man. I mean, it's there. The guy has a touchdown. He just has to catch the football. But I don't even want to be in that situation. Downhill, running the ball. That's what you do on the 1 yard line when you have 4 shots at it.
So Russolino on for his 3rd field goal attempt of the day. He has a perfect 3 for 3, and that's 9 points for Arlington. So it is 12-9 Houston. Eric McClain, Matt Berry, Don Davenport, Tiffany Blackman here with you. So the point total coming in, 38.5. You don't see a point spread up there because right now it's even.
Right.
And we do real-time lines from Caesars.
Right.
So Vegas has adjusted to what they're seeing here. With this is a game, it's going to be close. Both these teams played a lot of players that don't have a lot of experience.
Exactly.
And at least in the first half, we've seen a little bit of good and a little bit of slop.
Right, and guys making the most of their opportunity, but there's still that youth. There's still that inexperience. Not just, the players, but these coaches as well. And so when you see that a little bit of lack of execution, Matt, that's why. And guys making the most of their opportunity, but this last kind of back half of this half, we have seen guys just struggling, just even with penalties, man, alignment, jumping off sides, things of that nature. They're just over-eager. They're so excited to make a play.
Just talked about the live lines. They've now moved in Houston's favor, 2.5, and that point total has moved to 41.5. 7 seconds left in the half for Arlene, and it didn't make
15 yards from the free kick spot.
Illegal free kick. Ball landed short of the 20-yard line. Ball will be placed 15 yards from the spot of the kick. First down.
All right, so we talk about the kick into the rules here in the XFL, and there's a premium on executing it correctly, because look where they get the ball now.
Yeah.
Houston gets the ball on Arlington's 45.
You're taking a shot right here.
And we show you that kick box for a reason, because it has to go inside that, which is situated starting at the 20.
How many yards do we need?
And Houston has 3 timeouts. You could bang a quick out.
You got some time.
Hit
Kick
a
a field goal.
timeout, field goal, yep. Good spot for Ellaby to be in. There it is. Quick shot to the outside to Smith. It's ruled incomplete. So now you have to take a shot with 3 seconds left.
Yeah, and here you see their ball's just going to hit the ground, was just a little bit short. Now you make a decision. You want to take a knee, get to halftime, which it looks like they're lining up that way, instead of taking a shot.
No, they're going.
Oh, he's backing up. Let's do it, man. Let's go for the end zone.
Shows arm strength. You see the Arlington defenders situated near the goal line. They're just going to run it up the middle, and why not? So Cox has had a good first half, with Houston leading 12-9. We just talked about a second ago. We've seen a little bit of everything. What we know, both teams out here still playing hard in the final week of the regular season. Playoffs on deck. Halftime, Houston up. Anthony Beck's going to join us coming up next. Dragons, 7 p.m. Eastern on ESPN2. That is a very important game for the St. Louis Battlehawks and their head coach, Anthony Beck's kind enough to join us up here in a broadcast booth. Coach, we can get into yesterday as much as we want, because it was such an impressive win, hanging those 53 points, because you knew you needed it.
Right.
Now it's the waiting game for you guys.
It is, and, we gave up quite a few points in that game as well, and, we would like to maybe have 2 less touchdowns, but, we'll see what happens. We had a great season. We're 7-3. We got really good players. St. Louis, the city, embraced us. They were awesome. The fan base, you guys going there, it was a great experience for all of us, and we got to play the waiting game a little bit. I texted Rob Woodson the other day. I told him, any restaurant you want, pick it out, and I'll get the mayor in St. Louis to give you the key to the city, and we'll be good to go. So I don't know if that's going to get it done, but they are a better team. Rod's done a nice job at the end of the season, so I think it's going to be a really good game.
Coach, you talk about preseason, about how this was your calling to be a head coach, and you always felt you wanted to be more a part of the game. How was year one? How was the whole season?
It's been phenomenal. I think it starts with just when you build something from the ground up. The players, we had 70 guys. Heck, we got 8 or 9 guys we cut that are actually playing in this game and some other teams. So you really have to get good players. And not only get good players, but we had really good character guys that bought in. You're trying to build a culture in 45 days in a month, right, and get yourself into a season. But, there's some defining points. You got to get a quarterback. You got to have protection. Our offensive line has started every week during this season. Unbelievable. They've been healthy. Our skill position players. We got receivers now that should be playing in the next level in the league, and guys stepping up every single week for us. So, we slipped up last week, but we're able to get it done at home, finish it up for our crowd. And it was an exciting victory for us, putting up all those points and making it interesting for the game today.
It is going to be a fun watch. You mentioned you need a quarterback. You got A.J. McCarron, who's been nothing short of spectacular, even dating back to week 1 of that comeback you had against San Antonio. But I'm sitting here, I'm looking at you up here, and I'm thinking, this guy is so comfortable in the booth. Well, where did I get that from? Well, I'll tell you where I got that from, because Anthony Beck, pre-head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks, spent a lot of time up here in the broadcast booth for ESPN. Look at
Win
this
by
guy.
Kansas State today. They rushed
What a
for
legend.
225 yards. 95 of those yards came from Jesse Ertz. He also had a rushing touchdown. I'd say the biggest factor in this football game moving forward, if Kansas State wants to have success in the Big 12, they'll have to have more consistency by their wide receivers, at least 5 drops in this game. But if they can fix that, they'll be a dangerous team in the Big 12.
A couple things as I critique myself. I mean, we talk about hand movement. Back in the day, it was on. Italian people do that. That's what they do. It's hand talk. It's chirping. It's movement. They say it's a distraction. I think it kind of, it brings a little something to the audience. But good times. I enjoyed my time at ESPN. It was a good piece of the puzzle for me, getting involved, staying around the game.
Yeah.
Learned a lot. Met a lot of great people. Met a lot of college coaches, got to really embrace the college game. And quite frankly, I probably called a game for everybody that's played in this league at some point over the last decade. So, really understanding the talent, the players, having those connections, getting the honest opinions from strength coaches or coaches that I wanted to know about my team and my players and the guys that we drafted. So, all those things helped me to get to my point right now. And critiquing coaches in situations, making sure they do everything right, kicking them when they're down or kicking them, rising them up. So I make sure that I'm on top of it, and it's been a good season.
So you traded headsets, TV headset for the coaching headset. We got about a minute left here. I want you to put the TV headset on with a little coaching twinge to it. Break down tonight's game and what you think we're going to see between Seattle and Vegas.
Hey, listen, Seattle has done a great job this year. I think when you look at their passing game, DiNucci's got a lot of confidence back there. He's also effective with his legs as well. He gets those yards, those hidden yards that they need to move the chains. And they're hard to defend when they spread you out. I think you got to find a way to get a turnover or two. And when that happens, that's when they start getting disruptive on offense. For Vegas, McClendon's done a really nice job for them. He's bounced back. He's really led this team, galvanized their offense. And look, a lot of people say their record, what do they play? These guys are playing for jobs. They're trying to stamp their resume, man. So every game matters. They may not be playing to get into the playoffs, but they're definitely playing to get into the next level if they can. So I expect those players to play really hard, and Rod's going to have those guys ready to go.
You're the best.
I'm
so happy for you to see you succeeded. I know you wanted to be a coach so bad, and your first year went off great. Anthony Beck, will we be calling a game next week with his team in? We're going to find out 7 p.m. Eastern. It's going to be a fun watch party. Hotel lobby?
I'll probably be there, yeah.
We
got a little party going on
there.
May
or may not be staying at the same hotel. Coach, thank you so much. We appreciate you stepping up and talking with us here at the half as we take a look at our progressive first half stats. And Eric, when you look at the total yardage and everything in between, Houston's gotten the better of it. The offense under Cole McDonald got the start, flowed. Luis Perez gets the start. What has stood out to you here in the first half?
Really just the operation by each quarterback. We saw Cole, as you just mentioned, come in flawlessly, doing his thing, 2 touchdown drives. And then Ellaby, to be able to come in, a guy who has had very little opportunity to any all season long. We saw his excitement. He's ready to go. But now for the Renegades, can they score points? Can they score touchdowns when it matters? Because if you can, this is a whole new ball game.
Yeah, we've talked about, followed us, and you're following the XFL. If you're not, let me educate you. These two teams will meet in the playoffs next week. And so it is a very unique situation. But now it's about taking this last half of football, building momentum into next week's game. If your player take advantage of the opportunity, you're getting here to play a little Sunday football in the spring. As Hall, he has been active this afternoon, takes the kick just past the 16-yard line, brought down by Drew Lewis. We continue to see Luis Perez. Again, brought over in a trade on March 28th. This is third start. For Arlington.
So he's building that trust, he's building the confidence and on-field relationships. We are in playoff football next week, same matchup. How can he continue to develop with guys and get them in the greatest spot possible next week?
Sit up. 180. With Hut.
Went off his first receiver. You heard that Lawan Whittingham was covered, flag on the play.
Okay. Decline that, but we'll see. This defense wanted to decline or accept that. Ineligible receiver downfield. They went 1st and 15 or 2nd and 10. 70. 2nd and 10.
Ineligible receiver downfield, offense number 70. That penalty is declined, second down.
Some penalties there in the first half for both teams. 7 for 48 for Houston, just 2 for 15. Renegades been a little more disciplined in that facet. To give up the middle to Letty Brown. As you can hear, we have Luis Perez mic'd up. Here's what he had to say throughout the first half.
This is what I was gonna ask you. Are we, like, you want me to check stuff or no? No, right? No, I'm just saying, like, in general, like, if we get 0, go to leopard, stuff like, or do you want to save that stuff? You know what I mean? Like, what are the...
Trying to save it.
Yeah. Because I feel like so far it's kind of been really vanilla on purpose, you know? So I should probably just keep it, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever, if we just...
If you can.
Yeah.
Save it.
And therein lies the challenge here to week 10 as Perez, nothing vanilla about that play call, was trying to hit his guy Sal Canella. But that's the challenge, isn't it?
Yeah.
You want to come out here and you want to play football, but you don't want to show anything.
Exactly.
Going into the playoff game next week, but you can also maybe set them up for some tendencies to throw them off.
That's right, and it's such a chess match, and we talked about that going into the first quarter there. What is the main objective? How are we going to try to disguise what we do, maybe show something that we have no interest in? Or even, Matt, if you look so far ahead, what are they going to show defensively that maybe we can take advantage of on offense?
How about Marquette King's first punt of the day? That's William Likely across the 30. Likely to the 40, just shy of the 45-yard line. Pushed out of bounds by Roughnecks. And again, one of the best stories about the XFL, Arlington, the hub, to give these players the best opportunity at training, one of the best facilities they can take advantage of. These two teams live in the same hotel. They're sick of each other.
Hey, let's play again next week.
And let's do it again for the playoffs to go play for a championship. So Cole McDonald's going to start the second half for the Roughnecks.
Go! What?
That's an interesting look. Came off the run, found it to Devon Salter, and Salter, good something out of nothing. Brought down by Devontae Boston.
Let's go. Hey, give me some time. Blue, I'm all ready. Blue. Watch money. Go! All right.
Quick out to Travell Harris. Fell right at the first down marker, going to be good enough for a first down. Joe Powell was there to touch him down. And a gain of 4.
And just to go back to that play, a couple ago, that was like a triple option. You got the run there, quarterback's running outside, and then he decides to throw. I thought he had a numbers game. Good solid pickup there of 6 yards.
Go! All right.
That's Cox. Jeremy Cox has had a day. There goes Jeremy Cox. Touchdown, Houston. 45 yards.
How about the Hope Mills native, baby? Come on, shout out to the 910 there. Really good play, really great balance. Watch this blocking on the left side. You're going to see a great job by the offensive tackle pulling around, and then just vision. If it's one-on-one, man, you have to make him miss. That's your job as the running back.
And downfield block.
Yeah, we're going to pick up everybody else, man. Can you make one miss? And then the takeaway speed at the end.
Darian Parker, the key block. 56, the right guard.
What do you got?
You saw Justin Smith. An opportunity Sunday. Cox 11 carries, 121 yards.
Arlington has challenged the previous play for a hold on receiver number 24. The play is under review.
Was the jersey grabbed? Yes. Was it? I mean, that's not my job. That's
it'd be interesting. But the biggest thing that I always hear is the restriction. Is he held back? This is going to be a fascinating call right here.
what I'm looking at is because he's right there, the runner's right there, that's where the restriction occurs. He prevents the defender from getting out and making a play. And I've got a grab right there. On the interior, that wouldn't be enough, but on the outside, it absolutely has an impact. So I've got a hold at the 25-yard line. We'll get a number. Okay. So Jason, after review, we do have a hold on the outside. It's number 10. It's at the 25-yard line. Yep, at the 25-yard line. Okay. And we're gonna go 10 from there, and it'll be a first down.
Does that still give us a first down though?
Yeah, that still gives us a first down.
So it's first and 10
at
the 25. First and 10 at the 25-yard line. The hold was against number 10.
We're enforcing the hold from the 25, so we're going to place it at the 35.
I got you. So it's first and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Correct.
And it was number 10 that held?
Correct.
Dean, it was number 10 that held?
Number 10 held, yes. Okay. So they keep their timeout, but they're done.
Lose the challenge. Gotcha.
After review, there is holding number 10 of the offense. The foul occurred at the 25-yard line. The 10-yard penalty still results in a first down. Arlington has no remaining challenges of the game, but does retain their timeout.
Well, Dean, that's no fun. Why'd you have to go call the hold?
Well, it's kind of my job, you know. I can't ignore those things, but it's an interesting play because there is a grab, and again, like I was trying to communicate, on the outside, you don't need a lot, and that just sprang the runner for the end zone. So to me, it was clearly a hold.
May I implore every league, NFL,
please.
The open challenge rule on my list of things that have made this league great, I'm putting that up here at the top. The fact that you can challenge. We saw it in the San Antonio game yesterday where they challenged the PI in the end zone, and Dean looked at it and said, yeah.
Absolutely.
And that changed the course of that game.
It really does. And again, just the transparency of hearing how they explain it all, what Dean and what these officials are looking for, man, it just makes this league so unique.
The open challenges should be here to stay in football.
Hap. Go! All right.
2nd and 7, McDonald quick outside Travella Harris. We've seen that out of both offenses today, namely Houston. These quick out, I mean, their average yards per air can't be more than 5 or 6 yards.
It's all about getting your playmakers the ball in space, these shorter, quick guys that have just bursts, man. If you can get it in a good spot where he catches the ball on his outside shoulder, he turns up and runs and does the rest of the hard work.
Go! All right.
So a touchdown negated from a hold. It's Cox off the right side. He was the one that had the touchdown brought back.
Looked like Cole might have wanted that back. He might have wanted to pull that there. It looked like open pastures for him. He was raising his thumb up. I think he's communicating with this guy up top.
Brown,
Coach Smith, I hear you. I should have done that.
On the season, he's been used this season as McDonald, 37
hey, watch
carries.
Watch 2-9, money. We're good. Go! All right.
180 yards and 2 touchdowns. So he was a factor in this offense this season. Another one of those quick routes to Harris that brings up 3rd down.
Trips right, purple.
Go! All right.
Dallas.
Hey, Dallas. Go! All right.
3rd and 7. Cox trying to get there. And a good job by Renegades stringing him out. Roughnecks on the tackle.
Huddle.
Thought they might be aggressive right there, Matt. Looks like they're kicking it, though.
First time today we've seen the sun come out here at Choctaw Stadium. Well, Austin Jones, he was signed to the roster on April 4th. He plays Tommy Duplessis as kicker. It's a 30-yard attempt. And that didn't get off. They're going to have a delay of game.
Delay game, kicking team. 5-yard penalty, remains 4th down.
These are the kind of penalties that drive coaches.
No question, especially special teams, man. I mean, they're so dialed in. Frustration at an all-time high anytime on special teams.
We're moving. We're moving the ball. That was me on that prop. I think you're inside. You know what I'm saying?
What we want to do.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
So now a 35-yard attempt for Jones. Good.
That's Alabama.
So Houston tacks 3 onto their lead, 15-9.
Hey, let's go, D.
So Cole McDonald leads another scoring drive here in the 3rd quarter.
The official medical services provided here.
Well, welcome back to Arlington as we're waiting for some of these games to play out with playoff scenarios in the XFL and somebody taking in some action. How about St. Louis Battlehawks quarterback AJ McCarron? Good to have you. Before we talk about the playoff scenarios, I got to hit on yesterday's game. 6 touchdowns for you. Man, that had to feel good.
It felt great, but listen, my guys up front played awesome, and the guys out wide, and Mateo in the backfield, and Kareem Walker getting guys that haven't had much of a chance to play. Everybody just made a ton of plays, and it was awesome to see.
All right, you got to tell me, how are you going to take in tonight's game? And have you gone through all of these playoff scenarios? Because it makes my head hurt.
Yeah, it's definitely, you need a master's in math and economics, but listen, we're hoping for a low-scoring game. I think this game, I heard has something to do with it, so hopefully keep low scoring here, and then we'll see how tonight's game plays out, and maybe Vegas can pull one out for us.
I love it. Well, good luck. Good to see you. Mateo is here. Durant is
shy. He's camera shy.
I know. I was trying to get him over here. You guys can talk about it. Thanks, AJ. Good luck.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, guys, Mateo Durant, his running back, is also here with him. So
yeah, we saw him from up here. Anthony Bechter was up here with us, obviously, at the half, and he pointed him out. He's like, is that 2 of my guys? Oh, yeah, it's AJ and Mateo. They just love football. Why not come out here and watch a game? You're living right across the street, literally. What a story A.J. McCarron was. And you kind of burst onto the XFL scene, you being Eric, in week 1 when we called St. Louis at San Antonio, and A.J. led that comeback to win. They were down 13 with under a minute and a half left.
4th and 15 conversion, all that.
And then you interviewed him after the game, and he got emotional because his kids could finally see him play football. He had the ACL, kept him out of the NFL.
Here we go.
To me, it was the defining moment of what this thing's all about.
It really was. I mean, just for him to have that moment with his boys, and really the reason why he plays, the reason why he decided to continue to play, great pickup right there, was for them, and for them to see Dad play at a high level. And man, week 1, winning a game-winning drive, did it again in week 2. And here they have a shot. As you see this catch, just really good when you need it most.
Yeah, Renell Hall's had a nice day.
Yeah, he really has. And again, continuing to build that continuity with his quarterback.
You know, he said something interesting there.
Here you go. Sit up. But 80 with Hunt.
That brought a first down for the Renegades. And that's Harrion trying to dip his way under some of the defenders. Tim Ward's played a lot today, trying to get back into football shape. He's missed the last 4 weeks. But you mentioned something there that I think is important, the why. What's your why?
Hey, Troy 3 on the ball. Troy 3 on the ball.
Each of these players has it.
No question.
And if you're fortunate enough to be able to tell it and execute it, like AJ has and a lot of these other players have,
here we go.
It's special. It really is.
Daytona, sit up.
2nd and 9. Perez off Daytona to Brandon Arcanado. Going to be short of the first down after a gain of 6.
So 11 personnel. 11 personnel. Let's go. Gun, double right, 200 jet, Y, Ohio, Aspen.
Yeah, Y, Ohio, Aspen, I'm ready. Hey, here we go. Sit up. Fox it, fox it, fox it. Daytona, sit up.
tipped, picked. There goes Tavante Beckett, pick 6, Houston. Second consecutive week. Tavante Beckett and the defense that came in with 11 interceptions. Make it 12 and make it 6.
And tips or picks, man. We saw this, a little bit of danger in the red zone. Now danger at an all-time high as you see the Virginia product from Marshall get opportunistic, taking it to the house. Just a really good job by this defensive back, being aggressive, getting his hand on the football. And then the linebacker saying, see you later. Beckett for 6.
As Janae Harris was able to create the chaos with the coverage. So, 1-point attempt. Hard. Cole McDonald. Cole McDonald had a run. EI 1. So Houston, you want to talk about building momentum going to the playoffs? They certainly have it right now. 5.5 left in the.
Welcome back to Arlington. I'm standing here with Tavante Beckett. You just got a pick 6. I saw your boy Janae Harris. He tips the ball. Take me through the rest of that play.
For me, it was kind of cover 1. I was a free man, and I knew it was going to be a slant from one end to the receiver. But I knew we were playing to catch contested all day. So earlier today, it was a tip ball, and I didn't get to it. I ran into the DB. But I knew this one, he was going to break it up. That's one of my best friends. I know how hard he worked and how hard he studied. So he broke it up. I already knew I was going to catch it and go. I kind of manifested everything, I promise you.
That's what it's about. Thank you.
Thank you.
That is so good. He talked about his best friend, Janae Harris. Talks about how he's prepped and studied. Leads the league with 5 interceptions. And that's Hall. Great special teams. Jordan Mosley with the tackle. Eric, have another look.
Yeah, just space and opportunity here. Great job by the defensive back. He knew it was coming. And then Beckett, right place, right time. As you heard, he knew that slant was coming. He's in cover 1, kind of hanging out there. His eyes get to the receiver quick, sees the ball, takes it to the house. That's what you love to see, man. If it's a tip, it's a pick defensively.
I'm the least bit surprised that a Wade Phillips defense leads the league in sacks with 33. That was coming into today, second in the XFL with interceptions with 11. Wade, throughout his career, won a Super Bowl as a defensive coordinator. And every time he was a head coach, those units came to play. Perez, long throw to the sideline to Vander Esch. Vander Esch showing no quit. First down for Renegades, gain of 18. Likely missed the first tackle, and Vander Esch took advantage.
Yeah, and here's that long throw, as you mentioned, man, just to keep the inbounds there. You see both feet are good, keeps it in there, and then again, to have the awareness, keeps going, delivers the pain. It's hitting the back there, though. I like the physicality.
Only need the 1 foot down in the XFL. He got 2.
Fox it, fox it, fox it, fox it. Daytona, sit up.
Go, 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 go. Everyone covered. Perez tried to direct traffic. Just takes it. After a chase by Trevon Mason. And a gain of 4. This is a big, this possession could be big, at least now going into the fourth quarter. This one for Arlington, 38.5 the point total. We're at 31.
There we go. Not feeling good about my underpick there, Matt.
Galloway would be so disappointed in you.
Yeah, I'll talk to him about it next week.
On black, ready? On black, gotta go. Gotta go.
Joey Galloway.
Gotta go. Over here, 14.
Up here in the booth, he's pro over.
Stay side.
100% of the time.
Daytona, sit up.
He'll be back with us next week for the playoff game. We're going to send you back down to the sidelines.
Back where I belong.
Back amongst the people.
In the trenches. I will say I'm a little bit interested here because, you know, this game you're still fighting for, right? You want to win the game. but also you want to have the awareness, understanding.
Listen up.
Wade Phillips and company bring the rush. They're going to try to hit your quarterback.
Z short.
Luis is your best option to win a playoff game.
Yep.
With him still being in here right now, I know everything we said about the first half, building relationships, but that is going to start coming onto the minds of this coaching staff. Do we rest him, get him out, prevent injury?
Box it. Box it. Daytona, sit up.
So 3rd and 4, we'll see what Perez can do here. One-on-one coverage to the outside, and Arcanado is going to have enough for the Arlington first down. It's likely that brought him down. It's a gain of 11.
You see a simple outcut, really good job pressing upfield, getting the defensive back off balance, and a great throw again. This is valuable time, Matt. Don't hear, I guess, what I'm not saying, but you've just got to think about next week big time.
Oh, you talk about a hit, you see the pressure coming on. They do that as well as anyone. Chauncey Rivers was the guy there.
See, it's something as simple as that. His hand gets hit on a helmet. It's a
thumb.
wrap. It's gone.
You hit
it's over.
Now, but see, now you're contradicting. A minute ago you said it was bad. Then he said it was. I need a vote from him.
Yeah, I want him out.
Okay, there you go.
I want him out.
Forward. Maybe get Kelly Bryant some reps.
Yeah, let him run. Let him do his thing.
For the record, I agree with the out sentiment.
Yeah.
I think he's had enough ball today.
180. We're done.
Dawn.
Hey guys, you guys are talking about, be safe, all that. I'm going to tell you, sitting with this team at halftime in that locker room, it did not sound like a team that had already clinched a spot in the playoffs. I mean, it was, hey, listen, we have to set the tone for a week from now. Offensively, we have got to finish. They pointed out they had an 18-play drive in the first half that resulted in just 3 points. So it did not sound they were going to take their foot off the pedal at all.
Hey, y'all too. Here we go. Daytona, sit up.
So another 3rd down for Perez. One-on-one shot up top. What a throw, dropped. Javonte Payton can't come up with it. He beat Harris in one-on-one coverage, and that was not on the quarterback.
No, I mean, it hits your guy right in the face there. You'd love to see your wide receiver come down with it. Look at this pass rush. They're getting after the quarterback. They're around his feet. But, man, what a dime. Wide receiver just could not come up with it, as you see here. Awkward lean back, but you expect him to make that play.
Comes off the field there on 3rd down. So the Renegades use their first time out of the second half. Don't miss any episode of the 9-part docuseries, Player 54, Chasing the XFL Dream. Episode 7 debuts Wednesday, 3:30 Eastern on ESPN2, continuing our all-access look at the XFL players and coaches. The first 6 episodes available to stream on ESPN Plus and Hulu. Going back to Don's report with the Renegades. You know this, you played football at a high level. Mindset and attitude is just as important as execution.
No, 100%.
And if you put the mindset and attitude, we're already right. It's going to manifest itself on the field. And I think that's what Bob Stoops is trying to get out of these guys. Guys, I know we got in from a missed field goal. Doesn't mean a damn thing if you're not going to go play going into next
And
week.
even playing, thinking, am I going to get hurt here? You just got to go. Be a football player. It's 4th down and 7 here. And they're staying competitive. They're going for it.
Here you go.
Keep your eye on 80. He's in the backfield on the right side, bottom of your screen there.
Sit up. 180. Where's the hut?
We'll see if it's Sal Cannella time. Perez loves his tight end. Goes up top to 13, Vander Esch. Incomplete. Drive stalls. Houston takes over.
And that's a tough play call. I mean, you're essentially, just seeing if they can, be competitive. Throw up a play there. I'd love to see something at the sticks, a little bit, route closer to the tree instead of throwing it up, to your 6'1" receiver there, getting your big tight end involved. It looked like he went out on a delay route. Maybe just too much trash for him to get through.
I would love to know.
He said, I'll take it higher. Yeah. You know what I'm saying, though? Because he's trailing you.
Portion of the playbook we're seeing.
Right, exactly.
I want to know what we're
seeing.
because they're not going to show everything. McDonald has been active today, rolls out to the right. Big kid, big arm, can run. Salter brought down by Bosby. So we're under a minute here in the third quarter. Game 2 of 3.
So he's underneath, you know? But that pylon's taking the safety, so he can take it higher.
What else did you have in there?
What other plays?
Yeah.
The sail.
Sail was good.
I was waiting on the post, but that's why I threw it to the sail.
Yeah, you get third down play. I mean, you had a JP did.
Chuck Long talking to his offensive coordinator.
I said.
That should take us to the fourth quarter. Game 2 of 3 between these two teams. We called their game in week 2, calling their game here in week 10. We'll be with them in the playoffs next week in Houston. But right now, if Wade Phillips is your head ball coach, you know there's going to be defense, and we got that again here today. Pick 6 from Tavante Beckett. Because of it, we go to the fourth quarter with Houston on top. Aggressive, and the story for Houston today, taking advantage of the opportunity. Jeremy Cox, 15 carries, 106 yards, and a touchdown.
Man, it's been impressive to see this young man demonstrate that patience, but also the burst ability, physicality. You love to see it from a young man who hasn't got a ton of opportunity, but able to capitalize here on Sunday football. Are you kidding me, Matt Berry?
The elevator pitch for the XFL has been seen all over the field today. League of opportunity.
Absolutely.
And even these guys that hadn't had many this year are taking advantage of it here on the final Sunday of the regular season. Start of the fourth quarter, Houston up 22-9. McDonald, he's the runner. There goes McDonald down the sidelines. Oh, McDonald, you can hear him.
Love the speed, man. Come on.
He'll huff and he'll puff and he'll bring that defense down for 39.
Go!
I was going to say, no way they run him again.
Right.
They went standard with Cox.
It wouldn't matter if that defensive end crashes all the way down. He's giving it. He's giving it all day.
As I said before, even when Brandon Silvers is starting at quarterback for Houston, McDonald's very much a part of the game plan every week, and we're seeing why.
Yes, no, I mean, the ability that he has with his legs, that's what really can trick these defensive coordinators, man, because you have that guy in, you think he's going to be just a runner, boom, play over the top, nice pop pass. See if they do that here.
I ain't gonna hit it with you, man. I got you.
Down to Tiffany.
Guys, I was actually talking with Brandon Silvers about McDonald being in the game, and I was trying to be nice. I put it like, you guys are two different types of quarterbacks. He looked at me, he said, he can run. That guy can run, and that's what he brings to the table for them. That's why they love him in here right now.
Today, he certainly had that, Tiffany. 5 rushes, 60 yards, and a touchdown.
Hey, watch Mug, watch Mug. Go!
McDonald, he can throw it, but it's picked off. Jordan Miller, and a big play by Arlington's defense to get a turnover when it looked for sure like Houston was going to be able to punch it in again.
And that was just a long pass there across the hashes. It looks like cover 2 guys in his face. And really, there's just no room to throw this football. As you're going to see, it throws it to his outside. Defensive back's just there and waiting. It's classic cover 2 here. I mean, that is the opposite of open, Matt. I mean, it's dead close, double teamed. You have help over the top.
He had a receiver. Cedric Bird broke over the middle of the field wide open. Now, must have been a pre-read that he was going there no matter.
Yeah, and I think what you saw there was guys just so locked in on the quarterback. They're seeing his eyes, so they're going where he's going. That's why I think you saw it a little bit wide open. But also with cover 2, middle of the field is wide open. So you'd love for your quarterback to see that, okay, his hips flip, I can redirect and hit my target.
It was the first incomplete pass for McDonald on the day.
Daytona, knocks it up.
Perez still in the game. over the middle, nice throw, nice catch in between the defenders. That's Sal Cannella, brought down by Likely.
Oh, in that red zone right there, no.
I know, so hold on, let me finish. You don't feel great.
I've got to think that Sal's going to be more.
Okay.
We'll see it. They ran cover 2, so there is no
I know.
pressure.
I know.
You know what I'm saying? We've got to take care of this football. Surprise, surprise. Safety. Eyes inside. Cover 2. 80.
We're hot.
Now they're seeing it on the tablet. Said he should have hit Bird. That's who we ID'd. Number 2 broke over in the middle of the field. Look, real-time coaching.
Right.
It's a learning lesson for a player that didn't get as many reps at the starting quarterback.
Exactly, and here we're going to see it from the Skycam view here. You're looking at the safeties, okay? It's a cover 2 look.
I'm going to get it.
Right, Aaron,
so here it is. Here's your cover 2, safety on the right of your screen. He's immediately going out. That's why the middle of the field is so wide open. Now you have that middle linebacker dropping as well. So as soon as you see that safety flip his hips, you know it's cover 2. You've got to bang that route right away. You've got to send it and be confident in what you see there. That's what the coordinator's saying.
You know you got the MOR, so you can bang the flat and settle.
Yeah.
Stick his foot in the ground and get hurt.
Well, just tell him not to talk when I'm. To talk it off. That's on me, though. That's on me. That's on me.
You got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, that's on me.
You know, one of the conversations you heard there, 3rd and 1, a nice job by Houston defense, again, stopping the Renegades offense. But in this league, there is no cutoff switch for the coach.
Right.
And what you just heard there out of Cole McDonald, referencing offensive coordinator A.J. Smith, sometimes they're creatures of habit. They're not used to hearing the conversation in their ears for as long as they do in this league. So you heard him say it there, hey, carve the ball play.
It's almost too much information, right? It's like, hey, just let me see it, let me roll.
Hey, Caleb.
The access for them as well.
Marquette King got a good one off there to the 15. That's Travell Harris across the 30.
Ball's out. Ball
is out. Looked as if a face mask was grabbed there, but no flag on the play. The ball dropped caused by Colin Schooler. So the defense bailed McDonald out. What will he do after it? We'll come back to Arlington and find out.
Next on Behind the Series.
To the side judge in today's game, Sean Petty, who was hired by the NFL to be an official this upcoming season. In total, 3 officials were hired by the NFL. We talk about the League of Opportunity for coaches and for players. Goes all the way down to those working on the field. Congratulations to Sean Petty and the other 2 officials, making it 3 total, getting hired by the NFL. I do want to bring in our VP of officiating, Dean Blandino. Dean, just speak to the opportunity that Sean Petty and the other officials get by going to the NFL.
This is so cool. Like you said, the League of Opportunity for Sean to be on the NFL's radar. And really, this spring, we had 3 officials, Sean, Jay Bilbo, and Dale Keller, all get that last push into the NFL, working in the XFL. It's just fantastic. So happy for them and excited to see where their careers go from here.
Great stuff, Dean. Thank you. And again, good stuff all season, really, with what the officials and you've been able to do. Just the transparency to the viewer at home.
Go.
I mean, how cool is that to break that down even further? When you really think about it, without this league, without this opportunity, who knows if Sean Petty gets to chase a dream and go to the NFL?
Right, and you mentioned it, coaches, players, officials. I mean, everybody is developing, everybody is learning. League of Opportunity, cannot say it again. And what just really is at stake, for these men and women who are a part of this league.
And I'll tell you this, we embarked on this journey. Back in early February, we came out here for the XFL seminar. Got treated from an ice storm of the ages. DFW, thank you. But not knowing then, we knew that there was excitement around it. But we hadn't even played football yet. Here we are in week 10. And we got officials going to the NFL. We've got players who are now household names.
Yeah.
You've got coaches, Reggie Barlow, Hines Ward, Terrell Buckley, Anthony Beck's getting first-time head coaching opportunities, and you have legends being able to continue doing what they love in Bob Stoops, Wade Phillips.
Right.
It's incredible. It really has been an incredible thing.
On top of the opportunity, the experience for these fans. I mean, you see on digital, you see on Twitter, this is the best game I've ever been to. It's really cool.
Let's go down to Dawn.
Guys, we're talking about opportunity. This is like XFL success story right here. Donald Parham, tight end for the Chargers, but back in 2020, you played for the Renegades. You played for Coach Stoops. You played in this XFL league. Take me back to that year. What did this league do for you?
It was just a great opportunity coming out of a small school. You know, it gave me an opportunity to showcase my talents against a higher level of competition. And I was forever grateful for that, for those 5 games that we were able to play.
If it wasn't for that, do you think you would be where you are in the NFL right now?
Absolutely not, and it's just a blessing that I got the opportunity to come out here, you know, do what I did, and then, you know, keep going on in the NFL.
Okay, I'm gonna dig deep here because NFL draft is coming up. Like, what are the Chargers looking to do NFL draft-wise? Do you have any scoop for us?
I don't, but you know, they keep us out of the loop for sure. But you know, we'll find the right people to put in place and make sure that our season is successful this year.
Now, Scott Spurrier was your tight ends coach in 2020. So we were just talking about, obviously, his dad is here watching him. So I need the scoop on him as a coach. Is he similar to his dad?
Oh, yeah. He's, you know, just as fiery and, you know, willing to work and everything like that. So but he really, you know, taught us the game, made sure that we knew what we were doing each play, and just made sure that we had fun when we were playing.
XFL success story. We'll be cheering for you this fall.
Well, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Guys.
Don Donald, thank you. That's actually a good way to put it. XFL success story. And by my math, the 40 games that we'll have called. Look at the old ball coach.
He's in it, man. He's in it to win it.
You know what? I guarantee you he cannot watch a game without going through the play machinations in his head. Go. Ellaby. I tell you what, that's a good base for him to stay up with that pressure. Incomplete to Justin Smith.
We've seen a lot of drop balls, Matt, today. It just feels like these guys taking their eyes off the football, not securely making the catch now. I mean, we've seen some great passes from these quarterbacks on instrumental marquee downs, and they're not picking them up.
It's April 25th, and I want you to just kind of take a moment here to realize what football minds we have inside this stadium.
It's incredible.
With Wade, Stoops, and Spurrier. So good. The 23rd, I jumped ahead. I'm so excited for the 25th, and I don't know why. Hall catches the punt on the run, tries to stay up. I mentioned him, Bob Stoops, College Football Hall of Famer. Wade Phillips, one of the greatest defensive minds in NFL history, and the old ball coach. How fun were the Gators back in the day? A little run and gun.
You good, baby? You good, baby? Come on, baby.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I was trying to get out of the way, boy. You got it all over your face. It's all over your face.
Well, I can't get it. I need him to get it stitched up. They're going to stitch it.
You got some water?
I need him to get him stitched. It's not going to stop. I got to get him stitched up.
We have a report. They did get Bill Johnson stitched up. Wade, a lesser athlete? No. Popped up like the legend he is. There's Bill Johnson.
Come on.
Look at the stitch work.
That's amazing.
Nose and forehead. What's
good.
going on the Houston sideline today?
Lady, what's hot?
Coaches are going for it. So is Perez on first down. There's Canella. That's a good start to the drive. Big play on 1st and 10.
I've got to think we see more of that next week.
Hey, Bridget on the ball. Obama.
Yeah, that's his guy.
12 to 80 has to have 10 plus shots, man.
Over the ball, over the ball. Gotta go, here we go.
Gain of 22.
Hey, JP. Daytona, sit down.
Perez again going to throw after the gain of 22. Brought down, sack. Ball is out. Houston leads the XFL in sacks. They got to him again. Trevon Mason. Tiffany.
As you were just talking about the toughness of Coach Bill Johnson. Coach, you took a shot, got stitched up. What kind of message do you think you're sending to your team right now?
Well, you just got to do what you got to do. I just took a shot with a helmet coming off boundary there, but I'm all right. Just took about 4 stitches.
How about that last play, Coach?
That was a good play. I wish we'd have got the ball.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, stop, Mike.
Brian Herrion. If I had to cast a football coach in a movie at this moment, Bill Johnson, it's you.
He's a heck of a coach, man. Technician.
If only we had a league owner who was in movies that could help us out.
Could he make it happen? Could he make it happen?
I mean, that guy's got clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose written all over that nose.
Come on.
Yeah, swing. You gotta go. Sit up. Red 80. Race your hook. Daytona, sit up.
The 3rd and 9 again for Arlington. Perez chased out of the pocket, avoids the sack. Good job by Perez to stay up. And at this point, I'm with you. You're down 22-9. You can't have Glenn Hogan or Eddie Logan, rather, making any hits and sacking you. Let's go ahead and pull him out.
Yeah, well, let's take a seat. Thank you.
Got 3.
And let's get going, man. When you have Perez that you think is your best shot, you've got to get him out of the game, man. I don't understand why he's still in. You're fighting. I get it. You want to win.
No, come here.
Let's win next week. Much more important.
Gotta go, gotta go. One more. Sit up. 180. Where's the hook?
Going for it on 4th down. He almost walked right into the pressures intended for Herrion. Tavante Beckett with the flag on the play.
Sideline warning. Sideline warning. Yardage. Just a sideline warning.
Just a sideline warning. There you go, on the backside of you during the play. The result is an incomplete pass, which makes it 1st down for Houston. Okay.
Jason Autry delivered the news. Sideline warning.
Hey, shut up, please. I know.
They come all the way up here on the sideline.
I understand that.
All right, so the South Division Championship is up for grabs next week. And it's these 2 teams. Houston, Texas, our crew will be there. Tickets on sale. Go to xfl.com/tickets. South Division Championship. 3rd time these 2 teams will play. They do a lot of things well in the great state of Texas. One of them's play football.
That's right.
And both these teams represented the South. Houston and Arlington. They'll play for the South title, for the right to play for the XFL Championship next week.
I'm interested, Matt, just how different is it going to be next week from an availability standpoint, execution standpoint, and then play calling? I mean, we generally think this has been a relatively vanilla game, not trying to show game plans.
No!
You're going to see them both full strength next week.
Now, I'll tell you this. We've called this game. This will be our 2nd time. We'll have 3 of them in. Week 2 was 23-14. Houston getting that win. They're going to win a similar score today, 22-9 as it stands now. What have you seen in these last 2 games where Bob Stoops' team needs to get over the hump against Wade and Houston?
Well, what's fascinating is it was 2 very different ways. If you know, fans remember that Week 2 game, Arlington jumped out in a hurry and got points on the board. Really felt like they were in control of the game. Then there comes Houston out of nowhere in the 2nd half.
Go!
This game, it just felt like Houston had total control. So I think it's letting Luis rip it. I think it's letting him force the ball downfield and throw it to that big tight end Cannell, man.
I was going to ask you about the Luis Perez factor, because I think it's going to come into play next week when everything's all even. What a throw by McDonald, rolling out to his right to Salter. Didn't have much zip on it, but he put it where he needed to, and a flag on the play.
25.
Clock is stopped. Oh, we got a flag. Thank you.
And you're just going to see it to the right side.
Pass interference. Defense, number 25. That penalty is declined. Result of play is a first down.
Oh, Jordan Miller had the pick earlier.
And now here it is on the right side of your screen here. Just big wide receiver getting out in space in a little corner route. Just DB getting hung up. You know, when you break outside, those guys do a great job stacking. You think he's going inside, you put your hands up, boom. He's going to the outside. You prevent the wide receiver from getting downfield. Really good throw there.
Gain of 33. Bob Stoops wants a timeout pre-2-minute warning.
I'm good.
He's been, Bob Stoops tried to get the timeout earlier, I think at about the 2:10 mark. My guess is they'll reset the clock to 2:10 because you can tell Bob's not happy about it.
That's correct. 2:09 on the clock. My mic's not flipping on. We're going to put it at 2:09 with the timeout. Yeah, I can't get it up there. Yeah, I mean, that's what I had. 2:09. Yeah.
Big game Bob's been running hot today.
He's been fired up, man. What do you think next week's going to look like? Playoff football.
I mean, and that's what it's been. It started with his pregame speech in the locker room. He talked about building momentum into next week. So that's what we know for the South Division Championship. What happens in the North? Here's what we know. We know DC is in.
Yep.
It is between Seattle and St. Louis. St. Louis did their job yesterday.
Bob called a timeout, and they're putting 2 on.
Hold on, everybody in here. Strong left, nasty, H orbit, Denver, Y arc, on 1, ready.
My guess is Wade's not thrilled the clock stopped prior to the 2-minute warning. Just a guess.
Go! All right.
So Stoops calling another timeout. Still can't get to that elusive 2-minute warning with Bob Stoops using those timeouts. He got 3, he can't go home with them.
You can throw it here. 3 seconds.
Eric McLean, Matt Barry back with you. Big game tonight. I said already, we know DC's in.
Yep.
North Division Championship. Now there's something at stake for St. Louis. Had Anthony back in here earlier. They did their job yesterday, and they did so in convincing fashion. And now it's all on Seattle. They have to score at least 34 points. They have to score 33. They're not in the playoffs. And they can't allow Las Vegas to score 34 points. 34 points, the magic number.
Yeah, it really is. And that's when you see these different, things that are popping up. It's not just win the game. You got to do it convincingly there. Offensively, you feel like that's in their wheelhouse. But this Vegas team, they picked up steam. They found their quarterback that they feel really good about. What's going to happen here? I mean, to come down to this, the final weekend where things matter the most, you love to see it.
Now to our top story. We have reached the 2-minute warning. Stoops held his final timeout. Houston in control. We'll come back to wrap it up at Arlington. 22-9.
He's all in, baby.
As all fans have in the XFL this season. Our thanks to every single one of you who came out to every single stadium across the country to watch 10 weeks of the XFL. And you're lucky because you have 3 more opportunities. You got the South Championship next week, got North Championship next week, and you've got the XFL Championship in San Antonio. These kids, man, it's a great event for family.
No question.
So thanks to the thousands that showed up. 3rd and 8. All right, so what's Wade going to do here?
Decision time, you get it on tape. Looks like he's kicking a field goal. He's holding. I'd love to see him go for it, just to get something on tape, just to practice something at this point. You're not needing to score points like we saw a couple of weeks ago to make the playoff.
I'm going to let it go all the way down, then call timeout.
But they're going for points. Not mad at you.
Watch him execute this. He's going to let it go all the way down to 1 and then bang the timeout. That's huge. Let's see if Wade still got it. Ready? Nailed it. Ooh. Nailed it. He even let some milliseconds go off that 1 second. All right, so again, the timeline to how we get to this point. Saturday, our crew will be at the South Division Championship game. It's hosted by Houston. Sunday, the North Division Championship. It's hosted by DC. Who they play will be determined tonight between Seattle and St. Louis. And then we take a week off, May 13th. XFL Championship game played at the Alamo Dome in San Antonio. And that, by the week, that weekend kicks off a great week of sports for ESPN. No doubt. That weekend, May 13th, and then the following week, the PGA Championship. Spring sports are the thing. I love the fall. But man, spring sports, you get to just touch it all.
A lot going on.
What if he fakes it? Austin Jones, like, I need to care. I need some rep. It's a repetition. He signed April 4th.
Makes you think about it.
38-yard attempt, yep. All right, so we got about 1:07 left in this one. Final score is not going to be. Final score could be if Arlington comes down to score. I don't think the outcome is going to be in danger. Let's shift gears now. I want to talk about Seattle tonight in Las Vegas, or Seattle at home against Las Vegas. What do you think happens ultimately at the end of tonight? Who is in the North Division Championship?
I've got to think that Ben DiNucci and company understand the objective on hand. I think they understand we've got to score. We've got to make it one-sided. His confidence right now is at an all-time high. We've really seen him lock in and stop putting the ball in jeopardy. And maybe the best wide receiver core in the XFL here. Man, they've been on full display. I think they get it done. I think they break those fans' heart in St. Louis, and we see that offense continue to roll.
34-33, they get in. That's how tight of a winner it can be.
It's crazy.
They've got the emotion of losing their teammate. We talked about that at halftime, and how sad of a week it's been across the XFL. Chris Smith, losing him too soon, so they'll be playing with heavy hearts tonight. And you know how I feel about Seattle. And you look at some of their games going into last week's game. They lost 3 games by combined 7 points. And I think roster, top to bottom, they might be the most talented roster.
Right. You got a couple of all-pros, Pro Bowlers. I mean, really good players, man, that are peaking at the right time. I think that's the most important part of it. And now can you do what you need to seal the deal and get into the playoff? Because that's a whole nother thing, man. When you're in the playoff and you just need one game to keep going, just go. We've seen in the tournament all the time. Man, it's amazing.
Gotta go.
So Luis Perez is going bell to bell. Quick dump off to Brian Harrion. Now that we've previewed that game, and I think Seattle's just really good. Now they have to score the points.
Right.
So we'll see if they can get it done.
Which was a weird hindrance for them early in the year. They couldn't score.
That's why I think what St. Louis did yesterday, putting up 53. At the start of the game, it was a 19-point differential in Seattle's favor.
Right.
They flipped that and got 34 out of it.
Daytona, sit up.
Shift gears to now what we'll see in the South Division Championship next week.
Obviously Luis Perez is a difference maker. I mean, we saw him a week ago go for 300 plus in an open playbook. Guys rolling, healthy, starters in. I think we see that form. But bad news, you're also going to see Tim Ward going freakazoid at defensive end. You're also going to see Trent Harris, the 2 sack leaders in the XFL, who are going to try to make that a problem. The offense is going to be tricky for Houston. We saw that 3-game slid where they really just couldn't find their way. I think the combination, though, of Silvers and McDonald, as long as that run game with Lee and Borghi as well, man, I think they get it going. I think Houston seals the deal and ultimately is waiting in the championship game.
There are people still waiting to see if that under hits. Right now we're at 34. Can't have a touchdown here if you had the under.
Feeling pretty good.
Some food after, yeah?
Feeling good. Halftime I was nervous.
I know.
Daytona, sit up.
So another first down for Arlington. And for those who were in the production truck prior to the game, what I would ask them to do is look at the score predictions that were written down on the cards for point totals and see who had 34.
No, keep it. Kuja, gotta go. Gotta go. Daytona, sit up.
Under 15. Perez, pressure. Perez sacked. Trent Harris and that defense who led the XFL in sacks coming in.
Great play, let's go. Good, great
That's
play.
how the game ends.
Hey, good game.
25-9 is the final. These two teams, they can get chippy with each other. Why wouldn't they? They live in the same hotel for the last 10 weeks.
We're getting better. Good job. You guys look good. Doesn't matter what quarterback you got in.
Nice job, man. We're watching out for you, man.
Hey, where? We'll see you next week, yeah? That's weird, huh? See you guys next week. Not bad. All right, Dilly.
Let's go down to Tiffany.
Hey guys, with Coach Wade Phillips. Coach, the game ends on a sack. How pleased were you with the effort today, given the fact you guys have already punched your ticket to the playoffs?
Yeah, well, every game means something to our guys. We played some of our backup players, but they got an opportunity to play, and they played well, so I was proud of all of them.
Cole McDonald and Caleb Ellaby, what did those two guys show you at the quarterback position today?
Well, they needed an opportunity. They worked hard all year, and they got their opportunity. They did a good job for us.
You took a hit earlier in the game. I got to ask you about it, Coach. How did you look spry. You leaped right up. How do you still have it?
I don't know if I still have it, but we'll find out tomorrow probably. I'll be sore.
Hopefully not too sore. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
Great stuff by Wade Phillips. Did you see that stat? We just gave you 6-0 in the South Division this year. Here again, let's look at Wade one more time.
He's going.
Now, he said he was trying to get out of the way. The tumble had some